Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, I need to switch out my thing as well. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just chatting with Danny. Hey, what's up, guys? What up? Yeah, I'm working to try to get some defamatory content removed. I'm trying to be nice to the people who are posting it, seeing if they'll just do the right thing and take it down, but it seems like they don't want to, you know? It's kind of wild. I've deleted stuff that was way less defamatory than that. What's up, guys? So let's do some work here today. What is Reddit conspiracy? Oh, on my thing there I just posted. Yeah, so we can do that. That's a good call. Should we do a little bit of that? So Reddit conspiracy. That's probably looks funny. I should have put like that. We're gonna post all evidence there. I think in the morning or maybe on Wednesday. Just a lot of stuff's been going on. It's probably intentional to distract me from what we're trying to get done here, right? I think we may fire the Navy as well. we could post around the okay, so if people want to help out, some of the stuff I need help with is doing timestamps for the Salvatore Pius interview. I don't know if it seems like kind of boring work, but if anyone hasn't watched the interview yet and wants to watch the Salvatore Pius interview and put some timestamps for like certain events that happened through it, this is the format of it. I could really use some help with that. So 1 second, I'll pull it up. Where the hell is it? Oh, here. Man, people are like really angry, huh? It's pretty wild. They're like really committed to these videos not being real, which is bizarre. Like, who? I wouldn't care. If it was something that was fake, like I'm not gonna go like try to attack people over it. It's like people decide to take it super personally. So I wish I bought a new camera. It's super nice. God, and I don't. For some reason, it won't plug in. Does that link work? Yeah. Okay. So if anyone's interested in doing this, I'm gonna put that up. I'm gonna make a little list here. This call lawyers is for the call lawyers for the family, although it could be for other lawyers as well. I called the Freedom of Information Act people. They didn't call me back. I actually called the lawyers for the family regarding the case in the United States too. They also didn't call me back. Excuse me. Okay, so we need. One sec, guys. I'm just trying to get Danny to have Julian take down his defamatory stuff because I'm not sure why he's so upset. He's like just really, really mad. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. You definitely shouldn't come into your podcast with an agenda. It seems like a really bad approach, but we can only control what we can control, boys and girls. So let's see. I need someone to help with this. If you want to help with something, this is not obligatory. I can do it myself, of course. But if you want, I'm going to make a list of stuff up here. And if you have something you want to help with that you just want to volunteer that I don't have on my list, whatever. So some of the stuff that I'm going to be writing articles about as well, I can help out with. Yeah, a lot of these guys are young too, and they just haven't grown up yet, you know. I don't know. So I need to add chapters for the Salvatore Pius. Move this down. We're gonna Freedom of Information. Actually, I don't know if I can do the Freedom of Information Act with the Navy in front of you guys because I have to put in my personal information in there. Yeah, bucking. I think that's what happened. I think those comments just made him lose his mind. I don't mind if people would come out and say like, mean things, but when you start to like use my likeness and stuff like that and try to edit it, then that rises to the approach of defamation. So I don't know. We'll deal with that tomorrow. Oh yeah, editing the Bob Greenier thing. So I actually have to like re-download it. The problem is it's like 16 gigabytes or something like that. So he already actually fixed the sound, but I think it's maybe if I plug my computer in, Maybe it'll go faster, but it's 16 gigabytes. It's like 20-hour download, and I don't think I can do it while I'm streaming as well. So the moment I get off, I have to download the Bob Greenyer interview so I can upload it again. It's just it's huge, and for some reason he loaded it to somewhere where it's like super slow download, super slow. It's like dial-up speed download. Let's do this first, and then let's do the all evidence, and I'll keep my list up here of stuff to do. These are people I should, I guess, reach out to for, well, we already did Bob Greenyer. Can delete that one. Make sure to buy Bitcoin, everybody. I'm not endorsing Bitcoin, just to be safe, but do whatever you guys want to do. We can work on Veritas. I just want to see what we got here. Yeah. I mean, I just have to say as an opinion, like if anyone's thinking about going on Julian Dory's podcast, you definitely should not. Just look at the way he treats his guests. Make your own decision. Just avoid that, guys. Let's see here. And then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the all evidence. Try to pull it up. The all evidence list. So what I want to do with all evidence is we can have up to 20 images and 20 links, I think is what's allowed for conspiracy. So I want to add images into this. God, that's going to take a lot of work. Let's do something fun first, which I've heard, okay, that this guy says U.S. hasn't come clean with the data. March 19th? What does this mean? This is a general? Huh. Could it gone to Pakistan? Why would it be in Pakistan? So what's his sources here? This doesn't seem very strong. Oh, he mentions Diego Garcia. Hello, look at this. Yeah, you can email me or you can just post in the chat here what you want to do. But yes, if you finish it, you can email me. That's the best way probably to get it. Or if some of you want to help out and you're not in the Discord, send me a DM in Twitter and I can get you an invite. We will open it up if I follow you back. And yeah, if I follow you back and you can DM me, I can you can either DM me the stuff you can help me with, like if somebody wants to help with the timestamps or whatever, or if we want to help with research into some of these topics here. So we've also got Salvatore Pius science I need to post. I'll probably take care of that one. I want someone to look into underground elevators for like either Dumbs or Diego Garcia. There might be something there. There's LIGO experiments. So here's the research topics. Okay, I'll put the research topics together. And what I need from a research perspective, I mean, if you can use AI if you want, or just kind of summarize the articles and give me a couple articles related to it. That would be huge. Yeah, I need sources though. It needs to be sources, and they have to be somewhat legitimate. Can't just be like some blog. Uh, so like usually like this, like we can search other articles. Hey Amanda, and we can find other stuff that corroborates it, and then we can post that. Yeah, I don't know if the hit piece was related to like the struggling thing. Somebody sent me some of his public messages claiming that his podcast was failing and losing a bunch of money. But it seems a little bit too personal for that, you know? Like I'm okay with like, drumming up a little controversy, right? Like Danny was doing with the like should I release it or not? Of course he's releasing it. He's not going to not release it. But when you start like making it super personal, it's like, what? Come on now, you know. I was just ribbing him a little bit with his false statements. But now I've got to be careful because I don't know who's really connected to spooks and who's not. So do we have any other ideas for research as well? If you have any other ideas for research, let me know. LIGO underground experiments. So the LIGO experiments is actually really big too. And we'll look at this general McCurney. This might be nothing. The LIGO experiments, I've been told, like prove like Roy D. Herbert's theories, gravitational waves. Like this, there might be something here, I think. Now I need something that's like solid from that. Thanks, Blake. Thanks, everybody. How many do we already? I didn't even post this on Twitter. How do I check how many people I have watching? Oh, there's already 82 viewers. Wow. And let's see if we can find anything on this though. This looks like he doesn't have any inside knowledge. So I mean, this is weird because he's telling Megyn Kelly that he's got inside knowledge, but now he's saying Pakistan. There might be some tip in here we can find. He talks about Diego Garcia several times. Let's see. BBC. I'm not going to read BBC crap. We need people. We need good. Yeah, what's up, everybody? What's up, UFO Nut? JK Philly fan in the house. We got all our peeps in the house right now. Where in the world is MH370? He said it's in Pakistan. Held by terrorists in Pakistan? That's definitely not true. Question is, here's another thing. So I need somebody else. So if somebody, here's a good one for people. We need people to look through the old press conferences. You can find them all pretty easily. So you guys saw the damning stuff I've already found, right? We need to find more damning stuff like that. Either stuff where they just like are denying evidence that's out there. Like we already had, let's see, the one transport guy wouldn't say whether or not there's like electronic data that's like transmitting and if it can be turned off, which is like, what do you mean? Of course it can't be, We got the piece where the Minister of Defense is admitting that they were talking to U.S. spy satellites and Rolls-Royce. We got the one interview from the Minister of Defense as well. So more stuff like that. I'm sure there's more stuff in those press conferences. And they're not actually that long. They're only like between 15 and 30 minutes each. So basically we want to go systematically by day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. See if we can find anything. If anyone wants to dig into those, feel free. And again, if you come up with anything, if you are following me on Twitter, just DM it to me. Otherwise, you can email it to me at mh370x@proton.me. I'll put that in the chat. Now, a problem with the email is I'm getting spammed by a lot of emails, like a lot. And it's hard for me to respond to all of them now. I just have too much stuff going on. Ooh, there's somebody just mentioned another article. I just want to read like one or two more of these. Like I don't see any strong evidence. Like I want to get this guy saying like maybe we can catch him. Excuse me. Oh. Maybe we can get him saying something damning, right?
Among the very first to say the missing plane had been hijacked, and he also said it was in Pakistan, and now there's even more proof this morning.
So we know it wasn't hijacked,
is retired Air Force pilot and Fox News contributor, Lieutenant General Tom McNamara. General, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve. How are you today?
Doing okay. You're the first person I heard last Friday suggest that it was a hijacking, and you also tied it to Pakistan.
Oops.
And this morning, there is news as well that a number of people at Boeing apparently feel that it's in Pakistan.
Why did the Boeing people say it's in Pakistan?
Yeah, I find that very interesting. My course of action that I gave you last Friday, that number one, it was hijacked. Number two, we ought to look at Pakistan and eastern Iran.
Why would Boeing think it's in Pakistan?
It was a course of action that just wasn't arbitrary. That's all I can say. Now it's interesting that we're starting to get other sources to verify it. Which I think is important.
Sure.
We're not sure yet. I don't want to go down that rat trail yet, but I do think that...
Yeah, I reached out to Dark Journalist earlier today.
Boeing and Rolls-Royce and the U.S. government know an awful lot what's going on. The best sensors we have in the U.S. Defense Department are where? They're in the Middle East.
Sure.
They're not in the South India. I do think that Boeing and Rolls-Royce and the U.S. government know an awful lot what's going on. The best sense...
I think that's the clip right there. March 18th. This is over a week after.
We have in the U.S. Defense Department are where? They're in the Middle East.
Sure.
They're not in the South Indian Ocean, as some are speculating. The fact is
he says not
I
in the South
think we're
Indian
going to
Ocean.
see in the next 24 to 48 hours that the Malaysian government may break it. The Pakistani government isn't saying anything, and why should they?
Sure.
Because it means they're complicit.
Well, let me ask you this, General.
Ooh,
if it's parked in Pakistan, what
guys,
are they
don't
going
link
to do
anything to MH17, please.
Well, that's very interesting, but you notice the Israeli Defense Forces are increased air defense alert. You notice that the U.S. Navy has is stopping their search in the Indian Ocean. And we're starting to see indications that maybe it could be used for something else like, and I'm speculating again, fill it up with munitions, attack a target, attack a carrier, air defense alert. You notice that the U.S. Navy has is stopping their search in the Indian Ocean. And we're starting to see indications that maybe it could be used for something else like, and I'm speculating again, fill it up with munitions, attack a target, attack a carrier, attack Israel, do something along the terrorist line. Remember, very early on, John Brennan said that we is stopping their search.
What if the hole in the cloud was the plane being like super tiny? That's kind of weird.
That we could not rule out a terrorist act. I still believe there's a high potential for a terrorist act, but do not know. To get other sources to verify it, which I think is important.
Sure.
We're not sure yet. I don't want to go down that rat trail yet, but I do think that Boeing and Rolls-Royce.
So 1 minute.
I do think that
maybe
rat trail yet, but I do think that
so about 59 seconds.
Boeing and Rolls-Royce and the U.S. government know an awful lot what's going on. The best sensors we have in the U.S. Defense Department are where? They're in the Middle East.
Sure.
They're not in the South Indian Ocean.
Okay.
As some are speculating. The fact is I think we're going to see in the next 24 to 48 hours.
So 59 seconds to 120. I think that's what we want. Let me see if we can clip that. Let's use this sketchy website. Hopefully I won't get struck down here. 59 seconds. Let's try not to get a virus to 120. Oh boy. Let's, can we play it?
Was among the very first to say the missing plane had been
Okay, I think that's good. Let's just make sure that's where it stops.
The South Indian Ocean, as some are speculating.
It's 119. Okay, 20-second clip. We want MP4 version. Download. I mean, he literally just says that it's not in the South Indian Ocean. This is over a week afterwards. It's like he's... Yeah, I think he was missing. I mean, I can't say he's going to Pakistan, but he does basically say that the government knows what's up and Rolls-Royce knows what's up, right? And that's super important. Very important. So I think that's still big. And then what did he say about the South Indian Ocean down here?
going to do with it?
Well, that's very interesting. But you notice the Israeli Defense Force, the U.S. Navy has quit is stopping their search in the Indian Ocean. And we're starting to start. You notice that the U.S.
145 U.S.
alert. You notice that the U.S. Navy has quit is stopping their search in the Indian Ocean, and we're starting to see indications.
145 to 152.
Maybe it could be used for something else, like, and I'm speculating again. You notice that the U.S. Navy has quit is stopping their search in the Indian Ocean.
Okay, 145 to 152. We have another clip. It's actually pretty good. I didn't think we would get anything out of this guy, but this is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, what we need here is just several clips. We don't need that much. Oh, let's see. Bill, am I following you, William? Bill? On Twitter? Can you DM me on Twitter? DM me on Twitter and I can give you a Discord invite. I don't want to post Discord invites in the chat over here. And I don't really want to give my Discord username in the chat either on a live stream. That won't go well. Or you can email me. Yeah, hey Nat, what's up? We're clipping a couple things from this general that supposedly was told some stuff. And then somebody else mentioned another article to look into. Bernie Goldberg calls out Fox News' MH370 coverage. Doesn't sound good, but... Okay, we got both those clips. See if there's anything else we might need from this. Hijacked. Ooh, what's this?
Source within Boeing reportedly told
what day is this?
This group Lignet, which is a bunch
this
of
is like the day after
CIA
or the same day,
that Boeing, according to this source, believes the jet is in Pakistan. Boeing came out today after you talked about that on Fox News yesterday and said, we don't have information. I want to get the denial. The Boeing company does not have information that substantiates your claim. Your thoughts?
Oh, they didn't deny that they had their hiding data, though.
They came up in the net. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not true. And because we don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I did find out that the distance from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing and the distance from Kuala Lumpur to Pakistan, Lahore, is the same distance, roughly 2,700 miles.
Is that right? Because we were wondering whether the airplane had enough fuel to make it to Pakistan.
And the pilot erased, very interesting, the data that they did erase. When we look ending this and looking at it, and I believe the pilots were involved, this was too coming clean with this. I think a course of action now,
so
Megan.
His info is not necessarily good, but he does have good instincts, right?
Into either Pakistan or Eastern Iran. I cannot confirm that, but all the data I have this would be a course of action. Again, a course of action.
I don't think
if
he's
you don't
on
take
it.
the right courses of action, you can't look into the right databases. And people are making a lot of statements about, well, the
I remember some of these videos actually.
Up,
okay, thanks, Bill. I'll take a look.
They don't look. Those controllers at 2 in the morning are not looking on skin paints. They're looking for transponders. And I dare to say that there's probably not an Air Force along that whole route that is on alert.
I'm not going to get copyright struck.
15-minute alert.
I got a lot of alerts.
2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. That's not
I
the
know
threat.
that you are very well connected in the intel circles in this country and military as well. So you've got information, not all of which you can.
Some people don't know that they're turning in our airplane, I think, in our videos. It's hard, man. A lot of people only get part of information. I've been like kind of seeing how it works, right? A lot of people have been following a lot. They know a lot of the stuff, but other people don't. A lot of people are really stuck on this fake VFX debunk, man. I mean, yeah, if you come on my channel and try to claim that we're looking at a VFX debunk, you're in the wrong place. You got to go to Mick West's channel if you want that. Yeah. So one person has really valid criticism. Daddy Vet 3D, if you're listening, this is valid criticism. I literally had I was on the trial version of the software, and then it was like about to cancel because you can only do zoom for like a certain amount of time. I had to buy it. Like someone noticed, I had to buy it halfway through. But on the real version, it shouldn't have shown that. It should have only been the live stream version. Yeah, I think that's only the live stream version. Yeah, the other version doesn't have that. These people really, really think that fake VFX debunk looks like ours, huh? They just can't get over that it's not a match. I think it's a matter of like people just unable to believe that the videos are real. It doesn't, like, you could show them anything. You could show them the donut and they'd go, it's a perfect match, right? In fact, let's show the donut. It's my favorite. I gotta put the donut in my list. Where's the VFX donut? VFX donut. Damn, where? Oh, there it is. Here you go, guys. Sorry, it's all fake. It's a perfect match. It's too close. Unfortunately, it's just too close to be coincidence that this donut matches so well. It's just too close. I guess we're shutting down the case, everybody. I might actually make a joke post about this, honestly. Maybe we'll do that tonight. We'll just admit that the debunkers were right. It wasn't a VFX from the 90s. They were wrong. It was actually just a donut. We're shutting down the case, everybody. We've given up. They've gotten to me. We may do that. I think we should post one of these clips though of the of that general. Let's see what Goldberg thinks. I actually think that he's right to discredit him for thinking that it was like went to Pakistan or that it was terrorism. There just wasn't any evidence of it. Like what kind of like the story doesn't even make any sense, right? Like, oh, they're bringing it to Pakistan for what? I mean, it's not like there was one American on board. It's mostly Chinese people. Doesn't make any sense. But I don't know about getting him fired. I don't know. Whoever posted this this criticism doesn't seem very worthwhile. Let's see what ex talking head Bill O'Reilly thinks. I'll admit I was not a fan of Bill O'Reilly. I just thought he was just a huge dick for no reason. Like all the time. But he's a normal person, right? Okay, that's nothing. So I don't think that's going to get us anywhere. Where's my Twitter at? Only 2 messages. Why are people talking about Matt Rife? Let's see what they're saying. Yeah, at least I'm not trending. Jesus. With all the posts, you'd think I would be. This guy's nice. He was telling us about the technology stuff. Why do people hate him? Just anyone in the chat can give me the lore. I'm just not good at social media. I don't know why people hate other people very much. So let's do. Give me a sec. I don't really feel comfortable showing my my paths. We'll do this one here.
Yet I don't want to go down that rat trail yet, but I do think that Boeing and Rolls-Royce and the U.S. government know an awful lot what's going on. The best sensors we have in the U.S. Defense Department are where? They're in the Middle East.
Sure.
They're not in the South Indian Ocean, as some are sporting.
Sure.
We're not.
Yeah, this clip is okay, I guess. Let's see what's up with your letter to Congress. Have you heard back about a potential hearing? Yeah, right. Yeah, if I heard about a potential hearing, they would mention it. I'm guarantee that those congressmen are going to be told to not look into this. Guarantee. We'll see though. Thing about Congress is like you've got a Captain Disillusion. Is that Doctor? Oh yeah. Yeah. Literally no one can discredit any of the evidence. It's pretty sad. But yeah, I don't think there's any chance that Congress is going to speak up on this one. But it was worth a shot anyway, you know. Oh yeah, if I could get some clips from the Bob Grenier thing as well, it'll probably be easier after I upload the full thing. Probably tomorrow. I'll try. Never trust a man who's rocked a goatee since age 17. That's good advice. Good advice. How much foreign news coverage? Very little foreign news coverage has been reviewed. So if you guys want to review any, really the best thing I can use right now is clips that will expose the situation like this. So what are we going to do here? General, what's his name? Jeez, what's his name? Was it McIntyre or something? Where is it? I wish my new camera worked. It's so nice looking compared to this junk. I might be able to do some clips tomorrow though, if all goes well. Although I was taking a couple days off of podcast or of doing other people's podcasts. I've got so many requests, man. I was gonna do one tomorrow, but I don't know. I might invite Alien Scientists on for a podcast, actually. I'm curious. Like, I want to know about like all the stuff he's been doing. Like, I only found out about Alien Scientists like probably about less than a month before the videos emerged, and I started following him. But like the people he's been having on are pretty awesome. So, where's the thing about the general? What's this general's name? Someone chat, help me out. Yeah, I'm going to have to start being a lot more careful on the podcast choices. There was one person that reached out to me, and I looked at their content, and it's all about, like, exposing scams. And I was like, yeah, I don't think so, man. It's just that, like, people come with dishonest intent, and, like, it's okay to be skeptical and what have you, but I'm not going to do people who are trying to debunk me or whatever. It just goes, like, how it went with some of these other podcasters. Whoa. Oh, I can press the button down here? Wow, chat, watch this. Wow. You can just press this button and flip between the last things I've been looking at. Okay, guys, Is this a match? I love how they this is literally the only frame they look at and they go, well, it's one frame that's in the similar spot. Well, it doesn't match though. Well, I would have just changed everything about it and made it different. Like what? And add the interference in the background? Or is the interference real? Like walk me through it. And like you can see these like lines here as well. Like there's explosion lines in this that are very big. Oh, thank you, Lieutenant General McInerney. Okay, thank you. Is it Lieutenant General or General? Are we sure? I'll Google it. I don't mind the drama. People like their drama. It's fine. I joined a space last night and everyone was just raging about me. Although people were defending me too. I mean, hats off to, Red Panda and Tupa. They've been doing a lot of work fighting for my credibility in the case, which I appreciate. And Tupa is, pretty middle of the road in terms of what he's definitely like not like a hardcore believer in terms of the case, right? Like I think he thinks that, it's non-human intelligence. That's totally fine. No problem. But I do appreciate those guys who are out there and on the front lines against the people who are emotionally unhinged about the case. Oh, this guy's on Twitter. Oh wait, no, that's not him. This is not the general. That's not the general. Although this guy's got a cool background. I don't think that's the Milky Way though. Yeah, Air Force Lieutenant General. I've learned how to spell lieutenant. Okay. Maybe we'll put it in parentheses. I think a lot of people don't know the timelines either. Oh wait, this was March, not August. This was with Megyn Kelly, right?
Not sure yet. I
don't know. Let's just say did an interview on Fox News.
I don't want to go down that rat trail yet. I think that Boeing and Rolls-Royce and the U.S. government know an awful lot what's going on. The best sensors we have in the U.S. Defense Department are where? They're in the Middle East.
Sure.
They're not in the South Indian Ocean, as some are supporting.
Sure.
We're not sure yet. I don't want to go down that rat trail yet. But I do think
that... Did Rolls-Royce ever release the data?
Boeing and Rolls-Royce and the U.S. government know an awful lot what's going on. The best sensors we have in the U.S. Defense Department are where? They're in the Middle East.
Sure.
They're not in the South Indian Ocean, as some are supporting.
Sure.
We're not sure yet. I don't want to go down that...
I'll just post the second clip in the reply here. Did Rolls-Royce ever release the data? Oh, look, Reddit. Hey, look, this is an MH370 thread. Yeah, the Bob Grenier part, proving the science part right, is really big improvement. Like I'm gonna promote that that interview once I get it uploaded finally. That was really big. Yeah, the alien scientist interview was good. Like we honestly turned Jeremy onto our side. I think, it's hard for me to trust anybody, but I think I can trust Jeremy. I mean, he seems like a very legit guy. I think he's just skeptical because he's been in my position too. So he's skeptical of people the same way I'm skeptical of people. But I think we convince him there's something there, you know? Or at a minimum, he doesn't think I'm a spook. It's good enough for me, guys. I'll chalk that up as a win. I mean, this is nothing. Where's the Rolls-Royce engine data? We need to get this clipped. This is the same defense minister again. Where's it? I mean, if it went into the South Indian Ocean, we should have engine data. What are they talking about? When they say before it disappeared, what do they mean? None of this makes any sense. Can anyone give me an explanation for where the Rolls-Royce engine data is? It's not in there. There's nothing. It's like they just covered it up and then said nothing. No articles. There's no way they could not have it. Yeah, I think if anyone like David Fravor or anyone were interested, I would love to talk to them and interview them. I'm 100% on their side. I believe what they were saying is true. Anyone who speaks to Congress and testifies in front of Congress has a free pass to come onto my podcast. I talk to Florence Ochangi pretty frequently. She's not going to be like directly part of our investigation, but we share information. A lot of people have posted pictures of orbs, but I'm not like looking for other cases, guys. There's already too much going on here. So we're not linking this to any other cases. We're not linking this to any other conspiracy theories. So, I mean, even if I believe a lot of the other stuff, I wouldn't do it because we can't give them any way to say, oh, this person's crazy. They believe this other thing that's fake or whatever, right? Now, you haven't missed anything. We're just looking at information. You're trying to figure out if this Rolls-Royce data was ever given over. It looks like no. So this is definitely fake, right? Why would there not be any engine transmissions? There's no chance of that. So this isn't mid-1990s technology. This plane was built in 2022. That's it? Is this true? I don't believe this at all, man. So this doesn't line up either, because this is 1:07 a.m. is 17:07 a.m. So that doesn't make sense. Is there a way to connect the U.S. to this? Yeah, we're looking at two of their assets on video. Oh, did I just close that? You gotta be kidding me, man. close that. We'll just write it in here instead of sourcing it. Six hours? Yeah, I think so. 1707 is 107. Yeah, I mean, that's actually 7 more hours. How's that sound? And then I'll clip the second thing right after in the reply. Yeah, well, they didn't make this. They didn't make the data public. At least, you know, if they were being transparent, they would have made it public. I think we can just say, we'll just say Rolls-Royce never made the data public. They just didn't. This seems fine, right? Could bold this, but I think we'll just leave it as is. Okay. I've got like 60 notifications here. Let's do a follow-up. Oops. There was nothing bad there.
Yet, I don't want to go down that...
Oh, that didn't work. Oh, I clipped the wrong one. Sick. Yeah, no, there's nothing bad to see there anyway. Not that I have anything to hide, really. Just don't want people seeing my file paths.
You notice that the U.S. Navy has quit their stopping their search in the Indian Ocean. Air defense alert. You notice that the U.S. Navy has quit their stopping their search in the Indian Ocean. Air defense alert. You notice that the U.S. Navy has quit their stopping their search in the Indian Ocean. Air defense alert. You notice that the U.S. Navy has quit their stopping their search in the Indian Ocean. Air defense alert. You notice that the U.S. Navy has quit their stopping their
This could be even a separate post. Should I just do a separate post for this one? The noise around the plane doesn't match. You need to check out the debunk on that. So what happened there was that they used editing software to modify it, and then the editing software removes a lot of the detail. So that's part of the reason why that debunk was an old one too. It was debunked a long time ago as well. There was somebody that did a pretty thorough analysis against Mick West while he was talking with him, and Mick West once again couldn't refute it. There literally are no debunks that have withstood any level of scrutiny at all. So just be clear, if there are debunkers out there, you cannot modify the images and then claim that there's something wrong with them or that they're matched. Like, when you modify the images, when you stabilize the images, you're editing them, you're creating artifacts in them. That's what you're seeing when you see in things that are inconsistent. So I think people are getting a little too emotionally invested into the debunks. Just let the evidence speak for itself. The videos are real. That's just because that's the weight of the evidence, guys. The official search. The fact that people are getting so emotionally invested into it too is a little scary, man. There's no reason. Read my post about how there's no reason for people to be getting emotionally invested into debunking the videos, and people have gotten so scared now because they're afraid that these videos are real. Post that there. Seems good. Let's go ahead and add this to our highlight. And post this in my Discord real quick. Post that there. Okay. Just update that real quick. Okay, that was good. Let's see. Oh, it's already 10 o'clock. Yeah, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So what does close mean, guys? So Jesus in the chat, this is close, right? But it's not a match though, right? It's close but not a match. This isn't the same in the middle here at all. We have all kinds of extra lines. There's extra dots here that don't exist. So somebody ran a computer program to try to find something that would be similar. And then they resized it, reshaped it, tried to get it to match, but because it's not the same, it doesn't match. So when you say words, they mean things, right? When we say something matches, what we mean is it has to be the same thing. As we see here, it's not. We can even see part of the plane sticking out of the real thing here, the real image. So this here, and you see all these extra colors and what have you, it's not the same thing. And it's not a situation where you can change this to look like the other thing. You're not copying something to look like something else. What we're dealing with is an original work, which means that you would have to blindly change everything to be exactly the same as what we see behind in the background here. And this is just one frame, right? This is just one frame. If you move it forward to the next frame, you see that now it's not even remotely close, right? Now it's not even remotely close. This is the black of the real image in the background here. And here we've got all these lines coming out here. Like at this point, less than 5% of the pixels match now. Maybe almost none of the pixels match. Doesn't matter if you rotate it. There's no situation where it matches. Nothing about this makes it match at all. If you rotate it, now the dot's out of the wrong location. It's simply not close at all. You know, so I keep saying this. I'm not making an opinion here. I'm stating a fact. The fact that I'm stating is that these two images don't match. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. It's not the matter that I'm saying that this is something that is my opinion. I'm stating I have two eyes. My two eyes can see the image, and I can see that they don't overlay on top of each other. I can tell that somebody tried to get them to match up, right? They tried to get it close, but I can literally do this with a donut. I can do the same thing with a donut, guys. I can reshape the donut as well, and I can say that they're also similar, right? Now that's an opinion saying that they're similar. Saying that two things match is a factual statement. So if somebody says that the visual effect matches our background, that's a lie by definition, because that's not a statement that's factual. If they say that it looks similar, that's an opinion. They're entitled to those opinions. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. They're not entitled to their own facts. So people get upset about that, and they think that it's a matter of being cocky. It's just a matter of being accurate and truthful, right? You know, I think that that's the problem. Is like a lot of people want to believe what other people tell them, and not just the facts. You know, because the facts hurt people's feelings. Give me a second. Yeah, Drubix, if you're in the chat, if you want to clip that, that'd be awesome. You can then, if you can send me the clip. Yeah, send me the. How can you send the clip? Anywhere you can, honestly. One sec, guys. So I don't think Bob Salas will be upset if I say this. I think he'll be totally fine with it. I've been asking him what his opinions are on the technology. So I'll be honest with you guys on this. I'm starting to have questions of whether or not humanity should even have this technology. The reason why I'm being attacked so hard right now is they're desperate to keep this quiet, because the reality is this might be doomsday technology what we're dealing with, right? That's the reality of what we're talking about. If you guys watched the Bob Greenyer interview that we posted, then you know that when we were talking to him, this technology can create weapons that could destroy a sun, right? Because we're dealing with something where the energy can be perpetually amplified up. You can create a singularity. This is very scary stuff, and it doesn't take much energy. What we learned is if you create a field that can allow mass reduction, now it doesn't take a lot of energy to move it around. So the scary part there is that that's the case. Now, what Bob said, though, Robert Salas, humankind seeks and is entitled to all knowledge it can assimilate. Whether or not we abuse it is our own detriment. And I think I agree with him. Whether or not we abuse it is our own detriment. We are entitled to all knowledge. I think I like that thought a lot, right? It's a very intelligent thought. Wait, the corridor crew they tried to debunk the real videos, the real how can you debunk declassified videos? Oh no, these are different videos. Wait. This is the same guy, by the way. This guy, this Nico guy, this guy right here, this cocky guy right here. This is the guy that I saw in the video that was trying to debunk the real MH370 videos. Are these people just total ass clowns? I think they're just total. Is he trying to debunk real videos? These people are just total ass clowns, huh? Major studio. They're trying to debunk real videos?
The shape that we see here changes as the camera's orientation changes. So
no,
its
it doesn't.
Shape is defined by the camera. Whatever that is, it's not that shape, first off.
Are these people really trying to debunk real declassified videos?
This one is a challenging one. I think we're looking at two different things happening here. So this is...
Are these people like serious? Jesus Christ. Are these guys idiots? This is the idiot that was trying to debunk the real MH370 videos right here. He's trying to debunk declassified videos. Oh, well, we're going to clip this. We're definitely going to clip this. Yikes. When they post their thing, we're going to just destroy this guy's credibility. I mean, not that they have any. They're literally trying to debunk real videos. Not everybody can tell the difference between real and fake stuff. And the corridor crew definitely can't.
Science can't explain this footage that you're seeing right here.
Science can't explain. Okay, we got to clip that. Science can't explain this footage that you're seeing right here. Jesus. We're looking at real declassified videos that the government declassified, and they're trying to debunk them.
This is most likely an alien, actually. This is 100% an alien. Science can't explain this footage that you're seeing right here. It could be a vampire.
Loch Ness Monster.
Sasquatches can fly.
Or it could be a ghost. A massive,
yikes,
freaking high-speed ghost. He's like, I'm late to haunt this house.
Okay, these are the people that were supposed to debunk our videos. Okay. Ooh. Okay, guys. I think all I have to do to discredit them is just play this video. They're trying to debunk real declassified videos and then putting pictures of ghosts and goblins and vampires in it to ridicule it. Have they ever thought that maybe we're not looking at an alien in here? Maybe this is just a remote controlled object? I seriously doubt that the government would be declassifying a floating object that's not real, but I guess everyone's entitled to believe whatever fake stuff they want to believe. Wow. Yeah. Jesus. These are the people that they tried to bring in, thinking that these are the people that are going to debunk it. Wow, man. This is just embarrassing, man. Do people not have no shame? What are these people? I got done with that one. This is just, oh, holy crap. It's one thing to debunk random people's videos, but when you're debunking the military's government declassified videos, what the hell? Honk honk. What am I supposed to listen to, Andy? Is there something I'm supposed to listen to on there? Like there's, as far as I can tell, they're trying to make fun of real videos. So they already discredited themselves, so I'm going to like extremely discredit them when they try to come up. Yeah, are they paid spooks? Is the corridor crew just paid spooks? Like, did somebody pay them to make that stupid video? That's like the lamest shit I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap, corridor crew is a joke. Wow. Wow. That's pretty cringe, my dude. Wow, those are the people that all right, that's your major studio, guys. Major studio right there. Trying to debunk real declassified videos. Yikes. So honestly, it's like almost like if you just like even if we prove the videos to be real, they're still going to probably try to discredit them, huh? They're still going to try to claim that they're fake, even if we have Edward C. Lin come out and be like, yep, I leaked them. I went to prison for 6 years. We're going to have Nico with the Corridor crew going, oh, these are totally fake because there's not enough parallax. Jesus, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, those videos are made for stupid people to feel smarter for once in their lives. That's a comment for my chat, but I agree with it, just for the record. Okay, I don't want to get too much on dissing other people, but that's like almost as silly as the Minister of Defense. It's almost as silly as the Minister of Defense. Nah, nobody who tries to discredit real videos. Like, again, guys, it goes back to the situation where why are you trying to shit on other people's stuff? Why are you trying to shit on what other people believe? Why are you trying to prove stuff to be fake? Like, why do you have skin in the game, right? To the point that the post that I made earlier. Why do these people have skin in the game? Right? Doesn't make any sense. Give me a sec. Let's make sure this is the right one. Yeah, I think this looks right. Okay, good. Yeah, it's either skin in the game or ego. I'm not sure which. I think it's interesting that people try to claim that I have ego because I don't believe what they want to believe. It's actually like the opposite by definition. When you're yelling at someone saying that they need to believe what you need to believe, like that's what ego is. When you're like trying to give people unsolicited advice about how they should act, that's ego. I don't think people understand what ego is. Because someone like, if you think someone's like, wrong, that's not ego. It's not that they have ego, it means you have ego. It's very bizarre. Ego fam. Oh, that wasn't a Robert Salas video. He's actually in my DMs. Maybe I'll have him come on a podcast. I think he's a really smart dude. That's my guess here. Actually, I need to send him something. That reminds me. Thanks, guys. I want to send him this. Where's my Salvatore Pius thing I posted? Definitely, if you guys are new, to read the Salvatore Pius piece from November 17th that I posted just a couple days ago. High frequency gravitational waves induce propulsion. You need to read that. You need to read that. I'm gonna send him a link to him. Yeah, actually, let me read this out. So this was the total destruction thing. I want to know from these very credible and, seasoned veterans in the UFO field. I want to know, is it still worth it to disclose the information if it means the end of the world? And so I'm going to read this part from Salvatore Pius's patent real quick. At the disruption point, energy may be amplified to such a high degree as to generate a space-time curvature singularity, leading to a total destruction of a planetoid, asteroid. He's obviously being cute here. What he's saying is that this could destroy a planet, right? Let me check my email real quick. Give me just 1 sec, and then we're gonna try to do a little work on this, and I'm probably gonna go to sleep after that. Oh, okay, William, I think this one's you. Okay, okay. I'll add you. Hold on. I don't want to mouth your name here. Okay, I think this one's you. Is this you? I don't know if it's not. Damn it. Wait, this says you're not even following me. Is this you? Whatever. I'm following you anyway, if that's you on Twitter. Orbs patent. Yeah, that should be you based on the timing. Somebody emailed me saying the Salvatore Pais science checks out 100%. I say this from a physics perspective. Truly astounding. Big shout outs to Max Planck and Albert Einstein. The folks who have figured this out, the physics, me included, are so gobsmacked by the implications of its practical applications. Salvatore has clearly articulated this in your interview. Yeah. If this is you who was if you're in the chat, I'm gonna send you my phone number, whoever that person is. You should text me tomorrow or later. I want to talk to physicists. I need as many people on my side and the science side, but the reality is the science checks out. I think that's what spooks people the most. Somebody asked if I'm uncomfortable only with a firearm. It's not that I'm necessarily uncomfortable holding a firearm. I just don't think the firearm is going to protect me. We're talking about people who can teleport a plane, man. Firearm's not going to do anything for me. These people can drop they can drop a beam on me if they want from outer space. It's going to be no way to stop it. It's going to be just straight up death. I think that you just have to realize that, yeah, we can't stop a lot of this, you know. Okay, so let me check up in the chat real quick. Yeah, so Jerry Berry, good question. If they were still trying to save the aircraft, wouldn't they need to figure out a way to land it afterwards? From talking to, Oppenheimer Research Project, or Ranch Project. What's up, Diamond? Yeah, Diamond, man. I don't know if you've seen the attacks, man. They're ramping up. The spooks are ramping up. And yeah, I think they want to get me into like some kind of litigation with them too and drag it out too. I think that they have resources. I heard from somebody today that they're going to be able to get free legal advice if I go after them. Like, they kind of reveal their hand a little bit. They give a little too much information away when they get emotional. And that doesn't surprise me. That's actually exactly what I expected. But the thing is, the government's pretty stupid. They're just, collectively, they're pretty dumb. Which is like how I even have a hard time believing that they could be this technologically advanced. But it's not that the government's this advanced, it's they get really smart people. And the people that are disinformation agents are not the smart ones. Jerry Bear. So when we talked to Bob Green yesterday, he basically told us that we could move the plane and they could just move it anywhere. It doesn't even have to be moved straight when it goes into the like singularity. It can reduce its mass, and when it reduces its mass, it can be moved by very little energy, and it can be moved anywhere. It might even be able to be moved through solid matter. And this is part two where Salvatore Pais was very coy about it when I asked him. So it might be a situation where you can move this thing anywhere. You can move it anywhere on the planet. And you can just set it down with no inertia. They might even be able to essentially violate laws of conservation of momentum. So great question, Jerry Berry. I think that really helped us to understand, and we might even need to add that into our evidence here, I think, in the science part. I think that was a very big understanding that we got from Bob Green yesterday. I can't wait to upload that. Talking to him was awesome, even though I could only hear every second word. It was tough. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, and I love all the emotes in the chat. Yes, you guys are awesome. Love you guys all. Let's see what we got going here. Damn, 162 viewers right now, and I didn't even post this. You guys are on it. You guys are thirsty for that that evidence run. Okay, and once again, if anyone wants to assist, one of the big things I need is somebody to go through the Salvatore Pais interview. So if there's anybody who's a kind soul out there and wants to go through the Salvatore Pais interview and set up some timestamps, I don't need a bunch, but like, I don't know, between 5 and 10 timestamps of various topics, and you just have to format it like this. If anyone can do that for me and email it to me or anything like that, then I just copy and paste it into the description, and apparently that sets up the chapters. So if anyone wants to watch Salvatore Pais interview and wants to do that, go ahead. I appreciate it. And then these are the research things that I'm looking into. So if anyone wants to do any research into these, what I need is a little write-up, just a couple paragraphs of what it is, why it's important, and then a couple links. For the old press conferences, I need somebody to go through the press conferences and find any other clips similar to what I pulled there and send me those. Those clips really hit home. Anything that's about Rolls-Royce engine data, Boeing engine data, the fact that they should have had that data and not speaking to it, anything about, what else do we want? Anything that implicates that they might have had communication with the plane. Really anything that might be damning for them in the case. I think that stuff goes well. I'm probably going to Freedom of Information Act request the Navy. I'm not sure for what yet, but probably just around everything related to MH370. Okay. Now let's see, when we do this here, where should we put it? What's the right word? Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see what we got here. I didn't get into anything. I went on a podcast with a podcaster, and they were just ridiculously rude during the podcast, like they clearly had an agenda. And I told that podcaster that I was going to come out with some harsh statements against the false claims they made. And I guess in response, they decided to deceptively edit the video. So I just made those statements, factual statements, and they got destroyed in their own comments by their own subscribers. And I guess that just enraged them even more at that point. So I don't have anything against any podcasters, but if people are going to be dishonest like that and do dishonest stuff like that, I'm not gonna support their stuff. And if people try to defame me, then I'll take the appropriate actions for that too. So I think that be careful what you spread. People have a high amount of liability when you post stuff on social media, especially statements that are untrue, factually untrue. Sorry, I'm looking for what else we got here. Phase conjugate. Is that, Pat, is that a link? Sorry, I'm going back up here. Thanks, Oceano Woods. Man, you guys, we got a lot of messages in the chat today. I'm not sure I can keep up. If I miss your question, just repost it. I'm trying to catch them all. Yeah, the hole in the cloud's weird. I don't really want to dig into the hole in the cloud just in case it's not really there and it's something like we're missing or whatever. Yeah, my credibility is beyond reproach, man. Nobody has hurt my credibility even a sliver. I mean, people can sure try, like, but trying to like dishonestly edit people does not, if anything, increases their credibility. If people want to discredit me, I mean, here you go. Have at it, man. Have at it. We got 12 pages of evidence here. We're building a case, you know. And even if you pick a piece, even if you pick apart one piece, that doesn't discredit the case, especially if it's not something that's even relevant, which was a lot of what the podcaster was obviously trying to get on, is trying to find irrelevant things to try to claim like the things were discredited. And that's just embarrassing for people, honestly. And a lot of people saw through it, right? In the part one of this podcasters thing, like all the comments were just railing on them. Yeah, Adam McKinnon, don't waste your time petitioning the courts. They will side with the government. You're right. That's why I'm probably not going to. Some people said, well, you should sue the government. Come on, guys. They're just going to side with the official narrative. That's not the play. Social media is the play. We just keep going. I mean, our momentum's just building. I did try to contact Destiny. I actually mentioned it yesterday. I showed people that I used to play StarCraft against Destiny like 20 years ago. Maybe even longer than that. And so, yeah, I mean, I would talk to Destiny. I think that he's a guy that is influential in like the younger crowd, especially. And, I think he would be very skeptical though. I'd be a little worried to talk to him because I think he could be somebody who could be, you know, turned, so to speak. Yeah, so you can attach me on an email, mh370x@proton.me. That's mh370x@proton.me. Don't send me troll stuff. I'll just report it, block you. It's no big deal. Yeah, I appreciate Silver Stargazer. I'm a nice guy. I've always been nice. I was even nice to the podcaster even after the fact, honestly. I mean, I just made one statement about them and that was it, right? And I mean, it was just factual statement. That's all. I mean, if I was a good person, like, and somebody like said I didn't pay for their hotel or something like that, I would just apologize and pay for their hotel. Problem solved. That's just me though. But I don't even care about the money. It's not even a factor. Like, I don't mind paying for it. I just don't like being dishonestly chopped up and put in a dishonest position by people. So the airplane was kidnapped by aliens. Is that about right? Nope, that's not about right. Watch some of the interviews. Watch literally any of them. If people want to believe that the plane was kidnapped by aliens, I mean, feel free, but I don't think there's really any way that there was aliens in those little orbs. So probably got to come up with another thing that makes some sense in there. I think those orbs are definitely being controlled by a computer program, not by little aliens inside of them. So that's certainly not my position, but everybody's free to believe whatever they want. I think that most people, in my opinion, that think that it's non-human intelligence just think that the technology is so advanced. Let's go ahead and show the videos real quick while I'm looking through this. Most people look at these videos. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Why can't I full screen this? When they look at these orbs shoot in here, I think that most people just think this technology is just so advanced that it has to be aliens, but that's not the case, right? Why can't this just be our tech? Why? Like, why? Someone give me a reason why it can't be our tech. Initially, when I first thought it, the reason why I thought it had to be non-human intelligence is because we're seeing this triangle pattern that we see in UFOlogy. But when you see these heat signatures, then I'm like, wait, this looks like something that's mechanical, right? And the pattern seems weird when you look at this pattern. It clearly has purpose, right? This pattern we see here, you can tell it has purpose. But that doesn't mean it has to be non-human intelligence purpose. In fact, if I see something that has purpose, I'm generally going to be thinking that that's going to be human intention. And when they zoom in here, this tells me they know something's going to happen. They zoom out right before it happens. So no, I think that this is an operation. That's my view. And I don't think this plane's going to another dimension. I think this plane's just going somewhere else on Earth. Now, could it go to another dimension? Theoretically. Yeah, I think more likely it would go to somewhere, some other planet. But, you know, again, you can believe whatever you want. I don't really care. All I want is the government to admit that this is MH370 on this plane, and this is what happened to it. Because this is what we're looking at. That's MH370. That's it again. This is a 777-200. The videos appear just weeks after the event. This is light on the top and darker on the bottom. You can see when it comes around. This thermal is an exact match to MH370. Like, the weirdest part is people claiming we don't have evidence that this is MH370. The coordinates down here indicate the Nicobar Islands. This is the literal agreed upon flight path. There's a satellite at this exact time staring down at it. Like, I don't know. I mean, that's the least controversial aspect of the videos. I don't know. What other plane do people think it is? Yeah, I can't post a link, but if you tell me what I have to search for, I will search for something and we can pull it up. So if the orbs are creating a gravity bubble, would they be invisible? I think the answer there is no, though. I mean, I think that if they're moving at the speed of light, they're invisible. But what we're seeing from this field here, I mean, maybe it's not able to be seen. I still don't know 100%. This is creating a field that's basically the vacuum between the energetic field they're creating and then space-time. That's why they are moving without being impacted by gravity. So if I pull up, which one do I want to pull up? So this is the higher quality one. I think you can see this isn't really the best one, but what's happening here, the reason why they're just completely free-flowing and ignoring gravity is because they've disconnected themselves from space-time. They're having zero mass, and they're doing the same thing to the plane. They're getting ready to do it, at least here. And they're creating this toroidal fractal moment where when they converge, they're converging their like energy pulse or whatever you want to think of it, and that is causing the singularity to occur. It's creating an energy level that's so high that it's ripping a hole in space-time, if you want to think of it like that. And that's why I think it's analogous to a wormhole, but it's not really a wormhole. They're not going through a portal. But, you know, it's really, I think that a lot of that comes down to the words you use. And if you watched the Jeremy Reese panel with Salvatore Pais and all those other smart guys, that one of the things they mentioned is you have to use the right words and terminology. Yeah, Destiny might be too involved in the culture war stuff, but I mean, I don't really care. You know, I just want people to social media to pay attention to the videos. We're at a situation where all we need is attention to the videos. Doesn't matter if you're on the left or on the right or whatever other stuff, right? Like, we just need people paying attention to the videos because the evidence is so strong, it will convince a lot of people. But yeah, I agree with you. That's not like my first choice. I would like to be on someone like Sean Ryan is definitely going to be one of the people that would have the most credibility, right? But I just get the feeling like anyone who's connected to the military, they're just going to get talking to, and they're going to say, hey, we can't reveal this information. It's classified. It's like the most classified stuff ever. You know, if you think about what I just said about doomsday weapons, that's all you really have to tell a lot of these people. Some of the people that I spoke to as well, they were like, we should keep it secret, right? Like some of these podcasts, like most of them think they should come out, but that's the reason why I wanted to ask Robert Salas, you know, what his thoughts are. Like, if it's really doomsday tech, should we keep it secret? I mean, what do you guys think? Can I make a poll? Can you make polls? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. I want to see what you guys think. We're doing a poll. I might even do this poll on Twitter too. Okay, you guys, vote in the poll, please. I want to get your guys' votes. Do I think the people are still alive? I think the people could still be alive. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they all are. No, I think that at least some of them probably would have died based on the situation. It seems like a really bad situation. Where can you get the video? So first place you can get the video is right here at the top. I'll post these links in the chat for you guys. These are the original locations. Yeah, the science is pretty advanced, but I think we have it. Let's see. Yeah, if this was a hoaxer, wow, okay, 25%. Wow, okay, wow. 30% say we should keep it secret. 27%, 25%, 75% are saying don't keep it secret. Wow, this is yeah. I think I'm with you guys. I think I'm like my leaning is I'm probably 70-30, where I'd say 70%. With like Robert Saleh says, like it's up for us to be the ones to destroy ourselves. We have to choose, right? We have to be the ones to say, this technology should be free. Should we use it appropriately? And but ultimately, I understand the 25% as well. I think we should keep it secret. Like I don't really trust. I don't trust the world to be smart about this. There, I sent 2 more links as well. Let me see what else we got. I sent the other links to the other higher quality videos that were uploaded later on, so you can find those. One of the higher quality videos here, I think, is what Estimate was arguing about, but he's looking at a different version, not the original version or at least the earliest one that we've seen. But there is a higher quality one that doesn't show stereoscopic effects on it, and that one actually you can see the NROL better. So I don't know if that means they both came from a third-party source or what, but it definitely means that you can't produce a higher quality video from a lower quality source. So most likely they both came from a different source, which could mean that the original was stereoscopic or not, which is why we haven't, stuck too much on it. Do I know Zerka? Sounds really familiar. I'm probably following him. If you want to ping me on Twitter, I follow everybody who gets pinged to me to watch. Bob Smith, if you have questions, go ahead and ask them. Just throw them in the chat here. Yeah, Noah's point, the technology could still save humanity, not just end it. Yep, I agree. It can. And that's why I lean towards, that's why I lean towards us revealing it. But it does spook me a little bit. I really don't want to be responsible for the end of the world. That'd be pretty shitty. That's probably what I'm more afraid about than anyone else discrediting me. I'm more afraid of this technology leading to the end of the world, and I'm the one responsible for it. Could we jam their location from the satellite? Yeah, I think these AWACS can probably do some pretty advanced stuff. I'm actually not convinced that they can't remote control the plane even. I mean, I know that was debunked, but a lot of stuff's been debunked that ends up potentially not being fake. So they might even be able to remote control the plane. I think in my mind, there's still a possibility that the captains or the pilots were incapacitated by the depressurization. But I don't know. Still some mystery there. And I think it was Kim.com. When I spoke to him personally, we had like a 2-hour call the morning before the space. And he was saying that, maybe that they didn't land because they had already got the rendezvous point. And maybe that was why they didn't land. Maybe it wasn't a matter of like they couldn't land. Maybe they could. Because his argument was that if, when you dump the fuel, it's going to come off from like by the wings. But I still think it's really dangerous to be dumping the fuel if you have a fire on board at all. So that's kind of my view on that. But yeah. Man, there's a lot of messages in the chat right now. The higher side chat was fine. I thought it was a little weird that he was just really skeptical, right? I think that he was thinking maybe this guy's disinformation agent, right? Like asking about like the social media stuff, that was pretty weird. Like going through my social media and being like, oh yeah, you don't have a social media. It's like, yeah, well, I deleted my Facebook because I knew that weirdos were going to be digging through every aspect of my life. And then like the Twitter thing was a little weird where like, oh yeah, my Twitter account goes back to 2014, but like, I don't know. I didn't really use it much before all this. I used it a little bit, but not much. But there's definitely I mean, there has to be comments out there. I didn't delete any, so people should be able to find them. And then my Reddit account, like I had deleted my Reddit account years ago when I knew Reddit was super compromised. There's just nothing useful on Reddit. The only reason why I liked Reddit was like the niche subreddits where like, you know, for like gaming or other hobbies, some sports stuff. Like the NFL one is I guess fine. But I don't really need to be able to post. I think that a lot of people, like the best thing they could do for themselves is delete their accounts and then just lurk, you know, because then you don't feel inclined to like have to respond to people all the time. I think that makes people get really toxic. In fact, I'd probably delete, most likely will delete my Reddit account right after this is all done. Unless I get banned beforehand, which is very, very possible. What does ping me mean? Oh, what did I say? Ping me. Ping me means to text message someone. If I send you my phone number, you can text message me. But otherwise, ping me on. It's the best way to get in touch with me is on Twitter and through DMs if I follow you. If I'm not following you and you need to get in touch with me, like you're going to help out with some of the evidence here, please send me an email with your Twitter, because I only let people that I'm following DM me. So do that. Let's see. Yeah, so Prophecy says, it pains me to say, but without safeguards, this is not the time for the technology to come out. You know, it's an opinion. Yeah, it's hard to disagree, man. That's what I keep asking myself every day. Like, is it really worth it? That's a good question. Maybe I should see if Kim.com would do an interview. I think that's another issue, though, too, where it's just like, I don't really want to get tagged as alt-right. I don't really care, honestly, but... because I'm not really, but you know, my political opinions probably just upset everybody. So that's why I just pretty much leave them to myself. But I will say I did speak out in support of Jake Chansley. I think that he got railroaded. You know, I don't think he meant any ill intent. He was part of a riot, and even if you think that they were trying to overthrow the government or whatever, this guy was in a shaman costume. Walking through with police escorting him. It's like, come on. He didn't deserve to go to jail for 4 years, man. That's not equal justice. You know? And that's what I'm about, equal justice, truth, and what have you. And what equal justice means for a lot, just in case people don't know, equal justice means treating people that did similar things the same way, right? If somebody is, you know, being escorted around through the Capitol, they don't belong there, that's trespassing. You know, maybe you give them, you know, what is it, parole or something, right? You don't put them in prison for 4 years. Come on. And then they, as far as my understanding is, they like bullied him into it, thinking that, you know, he's going to lose and he's going to end up spending 10 or 20 years in prison. So he took a plea deal. It's like, that is just scummy as hell. Government shouldn't be doing that, right? They certainly weren't doing that for the Black Lives Matter protests that were happening, right? So we need to be treating people equally, however that is, right? And that's what I believe in. So, and I also don't believe we should be throwing people in prison for the Black Lives Matter protests either, but unless they're doing like, you know, fire and damage to buildings and stuff like that. I think that if you commit arson, of course, you need to go to prison. And I think, too, like, even if you trespass, right, that's still a crime, but that's not a crime we put people in jail for years for. So I think that, and as we heard from, man, he had a lot of interesting information about UFOlogy. Like, he knew all about Bob Lazar, all about the propulsion mechanisms. That impressed me. I mean, he knew stuff I had no idea about. So, especially, like, the tachyon pulse thing? Although he did kind of go on, like, a, you know, he went on, he was cooking. But he deserves it. He deserves it. It's the least we can do for him is let him do his speech. So if he's listening, I think he's probably a good guy, and I'm happy to have him on my side. Oh man, you contacted families? I mean, be careful about contacting the family members, man. I reached out to some of the lawyers, but I'm not sure they're even going to contact me back. So, Silver Stargazer, there is no reason to fear death. I agree. It's not the end. It's just a transition. That's actually the exact thing that I've come to realize myself. I'm not afraid of death anymore. Not afraid of death. I used to be very, very afraid of death. And I don't know if it matters, but it was the same time where I was atheist. And now I'm at a point where I don't fear death anymore. I don't know. If it comes, it comes. No big deal. I feel like I'll come back as a different person, as somebody else. I won't have any of these memories, but potentially my soul will live on, and hopefully I'll advance. Yeah, we should actually, thank you, LLKKK. We want to do that. I'm going to post that, I think. I don't think we ever posted this. In fact, I'm just going to do that one. Should we do that tonight? We might do that tonight. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. I'm alt pro American. Yeah, that's what I am too, I guess. Yeah, the guy's he's a nice guy. Who cares what people think? I agree. I also like interacting with the chat. Thank you guys for all being here and everybody being respectful. I don't think I have to remind anybody, but you know, if you're not respectful in the chat, you'll get removed or whatever. So just be respectful in the chat. If you're somebody who thinks you are inappropriately blocked, then you can also ask me and I will unblock you. Probably I've unblocked people before, but unfortunately a lot of time I've unblocked people. They end up just being toxic again. So guy who keeps saying the same thing over, you're being removed. Let's see. Can I elaborate on, sorry, Castric2K. I missed your message earlier, but I don't think you should be terrified of the weaponry and the technology because, you know, whatever comes may come, right? And I think that, I do think this technology has the capability of being doomsday weapons. I really do. But I think, like people mentioned, it also has the capability of advancing humanity to the next level. And it matters on what we do with it. Hey, look, this is Cindy's thing. So the Lore Lodge was asking about this. I think it was Lore Lodge, right? Because he thought the plane was shot down. I'm looking at him going, dude, this does not... How... I just look at this and I go, do you really think there's an M like 100 miles wide in the ocean? Guys, this M is not the scale at all. This is not the same scale that we're seeing here. Oh, Cindy. Cindy's watching. I don't have anything against Cindy. She was very disrespectful to me in a space, but these pictures just... Guys, come on. They searched over here. Yeah, actually, did I email Dr. Greer? Man, I think somebody sent me his email, but I might have lost it. I think I lost Dr. Greer's thing. I don't know. Yeah, he's too busy anyway, and I'm not sure what's going on with him, but I think he's an honest guy, but it's just hard for me to trust people, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about... Yeah, we're going to... that's the plan. We are going to be interviewing engineers and scientists. That's what I'm going to be doing. I've already got the next two lined up, and I'll plug it right now real quick before we look at this. Actually, let me finish the chat. Yeah, I don't get why people are so upset with different beliefs. Just follow the facts, you know, and see where they lead. I think people are at this point, very, very dedicated to trying to prove this case wrong, which is not going to work out. It doesn't matter how much they try. The more they try, the more it will backfire. I keep telling people, but they're just so egotistical. They can't, they don't listen. Yeah, so the Lore Lodge, I thought that. So the people who are dissing on Greer, I think that also we should be open-minded about people. Let's not listen to what the media and other people have told us to think about people. I think we have to keep an open mind, and we can judge them as we meet them and judge them ourselves. Because what I found out, like I found out with Jamie Mousen, people told me, oh, he's a grifter or whatever. He's posted fake stuff. I talked to him. He's like a really nice guy. He's really down to earth. He's very logical. People, I wasn't really that familiar with Kim.com, but I think people had said negative stuff about him too. The first thing I talked to him, he's like the most down-to-earth, logical guy I've ever talked to. He's like, here's the stuff I think you should probably focus on because, this is where they'll try to discredit you. I think you should try to stick to the facts, stick to the evidence. Tells me he's not part of the UFO community, which is a thing I love to hear. So I think we definitely shouldn't prejudge people. Just be careful of prejudging people in general. And yeah, it's not that these photos here, it's like, I don't want to rip on the people that posted these, but you gotta scale the stuff correctly. You gotta at least scale it correctly. Warp nuke. Yeah, warp nuke. Somebody gets it. Can you line up the islands in the satellite video? I was trying to line up the clouds, but it doesn't work. I don't want to go into this lining up the clouds stuff. It's too non-specific with this, but I think I'm going to post this picture here in a minute. Yeah, I mean, if you can contact the family, please just do it respectfully. I don't want people saying I'm harassing the families. I really don't want to do that. I have not reached out to the families. I did reach out to the lawyers of, actually, I don't know if I should say. I reached out to the lawyers of one of the family members for one of the court cases because I think that we can prove that the U.S. government's involved and it should be tried in the United States. And I think that's actually pretty important. That's pretty big. That might be a way that I should battle in the legal system without us being right in there. Good night. Who's that? The one sleep. Amanda, good night. Appreciate it. Posted the video where? Posted the flight video. Yeah, I mean, everybody thinks it's going to be fake. It's fine, though. Sorry, who's Twitch? Tarot Bow. I'm not sure where you posted it. I probably need you to describe where you posted it to take a look. And then our followers can go take a look and help out with some of the evidence. The key is look at my pinned tweet, and there you will find all the evidence to date. Although we did screw up, chat. We screwed up. You guys didn't correct me. When we got to this, there's a part where we messed up here in the flight path. Or where is it? I don't know. Somewhere about the pilot suicide thing. Here it is. Right here. Debunking suicide myth. We missed an enter point here. This is a separate part right here. All the evidence is lined up here. That's why we're working on updating it for potentially tomorrow. Although if I don't get to it, guys, we're not going to get it done tonight because I'm getting tired and I have to go to sleep. Oh, hey, Kelly. Thanks for coming over here and subscribing to me from that podcaster because, man, it was really sad the way they were coming at me. I'm glad people see through it. And, yeah. What could be the next Mick West move? I don't know, but I definitely think he's got something planned. So we're not going to debate him tomorrow, but I think he wants to wait until after the Danny Jones podcast comes out, which I'm fine with. So whenever he does, I think we will probably debate him because I don't want him to go and have a platform unopposed. But I'm gonna be respectful to him. But I do think the fact that my opinion is that when these videos are authenticated, if he doesn't apologize beforehand for his fake debunks, then I think he should face criminal charges and he can defend himself in court. And seditious conspiracy seems to fit. So if Mick West is listening, I strongly suggest you stop trying to debunk real videos. You're doing real damage to the truth. And it rises to the level of criminal conspiracy. So, if I'm in front of Congress, that's what I'm going to say. Just being perfectly honest right up front about it. So be very careful about how you lie about the videos, guys. It can rise to the level of criminal conspiracy. This is not a random UFO video that you're laughing about being fake when it's really a real declassified video. These are videos where 239 people disappeared off the face of the earth, and there's no evidence for it crashing in the South Indian Ocean at all. Right? These people disappeared, and if you're hiding the truth, that's criminal conspiracy. Even if you weren't directly involved. As we found out from the January 6th stuff, however you like it, people that weren't even there went to prison for 17 years. So again, be very careful about what you lie about. It can easily be criminal conspiracy. It's all documented. I've documented everything to date. I have all the receipts every time, guys. Okay, now let's see. Oh, am I doing the Crackadonna podcast? Yeah, let me. That's what I needed to do. Did we? That wasn't set up for tonight, was it? Shit, I'm gonna feel really bad if I missed a podcast, guys. Let me double check. Shit. Crackadonna, did I miss your podcast, Crackadonna? Shit. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Hold on, let me double check. Oh boy. Yeah, the problem is I got spammed by like 40 emails yesterday or in the last 2 days. If I missed an email or something, you guys might have to send me another follow-up. He called me the N-word? No, he didn't, did he? No. Hold on, I'm looking at my emails, guys. Just trying to see. Here it is. Let me see. No, okay, I didn't miss it. Yeah, so Crackadonna, we can set something up, but I'm probably gonna chill for this week. I've got something to wait. What? I don't even know what day it is. What is it? Monday? I thought it was Tuesday for a second. Yeah, I'm probably gonna chill tomorrow too, and then it's got Thanksgiving, and I already have a podcast set up on Friday, and I've got one on Wednesday. I've just been doing so many podcasts. I want to do a couple too where they're more chill, where it's not just going over all the evidence again and again and again and again. I'm gonna reply back to you, Crackadonna, though. So Crackadonna, if you're listening, pick a date for next week. I'm wide open next week. And oh yeah, okay. So actually, I see. Let's do. Okay, I sent you Crackadonna an email with a date that we can do if you want. Appreciate it. Okay, we dealt with that. Let's finish the rest of this. Hey, LTB, cheers from Brazil. Cheers back, my dude. I love my international audience. I love that the international audience is getting involved in this because this really is a full thing. Also, guys, I want to be clear. A lot of people I see mentioning that it's 4 days. We don't know for sure that it's 4 days. And when I talked to Kim.com as well, we think, oh, geez, that's not cool. Yeah, that's a big yikes. Go ahead and report that person so that they're permanently banned as well. Yeah, make sure you guys report that person. Racism will not be tolerated here at all. That's going to get you permanently banned from YouTube. Okay, dealt with. Wowzers. People have really lost their minds, huh? Hey, Synthetic Future Entertainment, welcome. Crackadon is on a panel. Yeah. No, I dealt with it. Can I not scroll up though? I can't scroll up anymore. Yeah, for some reason my chat. One sec. Oh, I lost my chat. Jesus, what the hell? Huh. One sec, guys. My chat busted. Wow. Yeah, the chat is going wild. I think it's back. Sorry about that. When I banned that person, it kind of went wild. Let's see. Okay, we got rid of that. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at any other last questions. Oh, France. Jim, thanks for being here from France, man. Appreciate it. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll have my camera fixed, and then we can have a high quality stream from this point forward. Maybe even do some clips. I'm not worried about getting swatted. Nah. Anyone swats me, they're going to just end up going to jail. A live streamer with 66 views tried to raid me. I don't know what that means. Is that a good thing? Oh, Wales, Paul. Man, I love that we have an international audience, man. Early riser, 4:45 a.m. Thanks. There's a manifest somewhere. You can Google the manifest. It's really easy to find, but I don't think that's their occupations. Why would I change my background, Susie? I'm not really following that. How does changing my background prevent me from being swatted? I guess I don't get that. Oh, wow. End times. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you getting the videos out there. I think that these videos are drawing enough attention. That's the reason why they're trying to discredit them so badly. They need people to believe that they're fake because they're real. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people just they just have to believe it's fake because otherwise it just blows up their whole world, right? Their whole perception of reality is destroyed. Oh, I'm not worried about extra people coming in here. I mean, raiding people, so what? We just ban them instantly. It's not really a big deal. Hey, welcome everybody. We have 200 people in the watching right now. Thank you. Okay, do you guys want to post this picture? Let's do some stuff here. This is the one, right? I wonder if we can get a higher quality version of this. Oh, there's multiple? There's multiple pictures? Wait, there's multiple orb pictures like this? 3 images? Whoa. Whoa, guys. Never knew there was more pictures. What's this one? Whoa. Does this line up to our videos? Okay. Let's check, guys. We might have something here. I might have overlooked this. Oh, this cloud here. Could this be this cloud? Whoa, could this be this cloud right here? Nah. Nah, the orbs come in too late, right? So the orbs have circled it when? The clouds do look similar like their cumulus clouds though, right? So the orbs are circling here, but they go to vertical as well. So these would have to be really early on, right? How quickly did they release these? Yeah, they claim it's debris, but they looked and they didn't find any debris here. In fact, they didn't find any debris anywhere. So right here. Could this be one? Could that be right there? Does this cloud right here look like this cloud right here? Man, this is weird. Do they say where this stuff is? People's Republic of China. To me, this picture just screams, we know what you did. It just screams, we know what you did. Huh. Why are people hating on Krakadana? Yeah, the panorama. Good call. Good call. Where's the panorama picture? Shit, I don't know where the panorama is. I might have to dig around for the panorama tomorrow. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, you know what? I think I have it in my Discord. What's going on here? Oh, wow. So these guys are all connected, huh? Wait, why is Jesse Michaels in with these guys? Wait, Jesse Michaels is in this chat with these guys for some reason? Eric Weinstein is? What the hell? I might have to jump over to Twitter, guys. I gotta see if this is happening right now. Let me see if this podcast is happening. Do you guys want to listen in while I talk on the Twitter space? That must have happened earlier or something. I don't see it. Oh yes, I love Tupa. Tupa says the last people I'm gonna listen to about Ashton are the people that made up a fake rape case and fake GoFundMe about him. Wow. Someone showed me pictures here. You guys want to see these pictures? Wow, who is this? This is UAP Mike. These are the people that have been hating on us. There's King Milkfart connected to Lou Elizondo, who's been banned multiple times already for being a troll. And that's Julian Dory right next to him. Now down here, for some reason, we've got Jesse Michaels listening in, who I've talked to, seems like a good guy. But interesting. Interesting. Huh. So these guys are all connected, huh? Doesn't surprise me. These guys, I'm just going to go ahead and speculate right now that this was a setup for me to go onto this podcast, that these guys were already in cahoots about it. They knew exactly what the intention was going to be to try to defame me. We've got the evidence here, so I'll be using this evidence. I will be using that evidence. Hold on, I need to save this real quick. If someone can find me the recording of that, please send me that recording as well. Hopefully they save that. I need that recording as well. If you guys are listening. Yeah, I don't think there was a space out there for that, guys. But yeah, if you can give me that recording of that, take a recording of that space for me before they can delete that. I definitely want to hear. If people are defaming me in that they're going to be in trouble. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the podcaster that we're talking about there just sounds like the various other people who have been trying to troll and whatever about me, you know. That's what it said. It was definitely a setup. There's no doubt. It was a setup. That's why they wanted to do it. It's all good, though. I think people just need to be careful about who they do podcasts with, especially in the future, you know. You don't want to do it with people who are coming at you with ill intent. Let's do one more post for tonight before we shut down. I don't think we're going to finish the all evidence tonight. I wanted to add a bunch of images. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we will listen. If someone can send me the recording of that space, maybe we'll listen to it tomorrow. Maybe. definitely want to hear what these people are talking about. Dude, what the hell? Wait, so is that really from Krakadana? Go ahead and just report this person real quick, by the way, guys. Why are people wanting to get banned? I don't understand. Why is Krakadana mad at me? I'm so confused right now. Wait, I thought I already hid this person. Oh. Interesting. Make sure you guys just report everybody who's, you know, doing that, whatever. So Krakadana is definitely something I'm not doing a podcast with, then I get it. Seems weird. Okay. Is Krakadana somebody from Twitter? I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know why they think about me so much. But whatever, man. Yeah, just make sure you guys report them so they get permanently banned. Well, I'll take care of the hate speech and whatever. But yeah. Just make sure you report them. Why does it say unhide them? They should be hidden already. Okay, we got rid of them. Man, spamming racist stuff in your chat is pretty weird, man. Pretty weird. How are people this angry? Very weird, man. It's really? Sorry, I'm just taking care of some of these people in here. So can somebody tell me who Krakadana is? Like, I don't get it. Apparently Krakadana is sending people in my chat to say racist stuff, or it's not related to Krakadana. Anyway, Andy, have a good night. Sorry I missed your messages. I don't know why people are trying to get their accounts banned. Yeah, we're going to need some mods, I think. So I'm going to probably need some mods. Oh, Nightbot will take care of it? Okay. Oh yeah, I don't mind. Okay, Krakadana's not sending them. We're good. Thanks, Krakadana. Appreciate you mentioning that. Nah, we're not going to let random people be mods, but... Can I actually even mod people? I don't even think I know how to mod people. So, oh, you can add people as moderator. Susie, do you want to be a moderator? I trust you. Susie, you're a moderator. Whoop-de-wowzers, you can be a moderator. Let's see. Who else do I know that I want to be a moderator? Okay, so Whoop-de and other people, we'll see. If the people I trust. Professor J, I'll let you be a moderator too. You guys can ban people if they put racist stuff, but please use it very sparingly. I don't want to have to remove moderators privileges from people. Okay, let's finish this post up. Don't ask to be moderator, guys. I don't give people moderator privileges to ask for it. Okay, we'll get Synthetic Future Entertainment, I trust. You can be a moderator too. That's okay. I've got like 4 mods now in the chat. That'll be good. I'll add more in future days. The key to being a moderator is to not want to be a moderator. So, yeah, Adam, you can moderate the old school way with your fist. I think we're just gonna post these 2 pictures. No, these satellite pictures, what was the day of them? Yeah, so any racism you see, instantly ban. Just waste no time on it. So this was March 13th. This is like 5 days after. March 13th would probably have been, like, these pictures could have been from that day. I don't know what, I don't know why. Someone's got to give me the lore on the Krakadana situation. I can't tell if I'm being trolled or if I'm being trolled one way or the other. But we have a Discord. It's only going to be invite only. So if people want to invite to the Discord, they are going to have to follow. I'm going to have to follow them on Twitter. That's the only way it's going to happen. And I'm going to have to trust them. I'm going to look at their content and see. That's the only way it's going down. It's going to be invite only. So, and you're going to have to be somebody who's contributing at this point. We're probably, as you guys can tell, we can't really open it up. Guys, no more Krakadana trolling in the chat. Otherwise, it's going to be a ban. So you've been warned right now. So if I hear any more stuff about this person, it's going to be an instant ban. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it right now. Any more comments about Krakadana will get you banned. I don't care if it's in joke or not. Just don't mention this person anymore. How do we know this is the South China Sea? They claim their pictures from March 9th, so that's what I'm trying to figure out here. I want to hear like official source. Let's look at this. A guy named Good Times. Okay, sure. We're just gonna ignore the trolls, guys. Let's keep working. Okay. Well, you were warned, buddy. You're gone. This is the only quote. A suspected plane crash. Is there a source? There's no quote to this source of where it was located. Good job, Susie. You definitely know you're doing something right when you got people doing racist trolling in your chat. These guys are really, really mad right now. Yeah, they aren't claimed to be in your Nicobar Islands, but I'm still posting them. I'll just be honest. Also, if you see people doing like racist stuff, just please report them as well so that they get their accounts banned. They'll just ban their whole account from into all of YouTube. I don't know. This may be a little too out there. It's hard to tell because we also don't know what angle the satellite would be shooting from here either. It could be coming from any direction. There's just no information on this. I think we went with that. Oh, my chat broke again. Man, the chat keeps breaking. Every time I report somebody, the chat disappears. So, sorry if I missed your chat. I have to restore it. Yeah, I'll probably set up a Nightbot. I got a lot of stuff to do, guys. It's hard. So once again, once I post this, we'll look through the to-dos, and then we'll probably close it out for tonight so I can go to sleep. Good question, Tyler. Do I think China and Russia don't want to F with us, knowing that we have this technology? Yes, I think that's probably true. But I think that they want to make their own, and then, yeah. One thing that Bob Greenyer told us is that we might be able to just shoot down any nuke and destroy it before it can even come close. Ooh, that's a good quote. Guardian article. Let me find the Guardian article. Oh, this one. I need a new headset too. One doesn't hurt as much. I do think it's interesting that a certain podcaster was coordinating with the people who are literally trying to disconnect me from the case. Seems quite coordinated, if you ask me. Crap, JK Philly fan, where did your message go? There it is. How come I don't find contacted from this? How come I don't find that quote in here, JK Philly fan? Are you sure it's from The Guardian? No. I need that quote. Yeah, I might not be able to use that. I might have found something else. Oh no, this is the Immersat bullshit. I haven't had any threats, but I mean the suspicious activity of the people who are trying to discredit us is pretty damn weird. Because like the post said, there's no reason to do this. There's no reason to be like trying to rail on me. Why do people have so much skin in the game? Why are people so invested in trying to discredit me and try to prove the video's wrong? There's no reason for any of that. Yeah, should we play that, guys? I think we should play that. So I just showed you those other images of certain people, right? I'm going to go ahead and make this post, though. I think I'm going to delete this part. I think this is fine. The following are people's public satellite pictures that reported to have been taken the day after the plane went missing March 9th. However, we searched and didn't find any debris. If this is a supply craft, could be sending a message to the U.S. saying we know what you did. Let's say United States. I always say U.S., but for international people, it's better. A lot of people in the international say the States, so it's better to say United States. Overseas, nobody says U.S. When I lived in Singapore, nobody said U.S. Okay. Chinese satellite pictures. Yeah, we're going to go sleep here in a minute as well. Thanks, everybody, for staying up late tonight. Oh, he found it? And now I feel awkward. I might update it, actually, if there's a quote in there. Let me look. Oh, that's interesting. That's spicy. Do I have to have all this crap at the end of it? Okay, I updated it. So if you posted already, sorry, I had to update it. Images were released by mistake. Seems pretty weird, huh? Okay, so we're gonna play something as well. Yeah, I mean, whatever. People will forgive me for the grammar. You're right. Grammar's probably not great. I haven't got any weird phone calls. I've got a couple weird emails, nothing too weird. They can literally just they can just read anything I do. I've just presumed that they can read anything I do anytime, guys. If this, did I spell it? Wait, is my grammar really bad? If this information is, oops, shit. Okay, we are gonna fix it again. Thanks for helping me out there. Yeah, I got too much boomer in me. It's true. I'm getting old now. Thanks for helping me on that. What's behind the determination that this technology is United States government? First, before we do that, I want to show you guys this post that I retweeted. I'm going to unretweet now, but 37,000 views on this. So this is a guy who's a lawyer who worked in the justice system for 35 years. He says, it reminds me of my days managing criminals and that some people appear to have an innate proclivity for attacking something that should not really be of interest to them. Why would these people even bother to comment, much less try to fumble together a low IQ attack of Ashton's conclusions? The only way this happens is if they have some skin in the game. They're either paid by somebody to suppress this narrative, or they are part of the original cover-up. If my neighbor in the house on my right tells me that the dog from the neighbor in the house on the left took a dunk on the sidewalk, I say, so effing what? I'm not going to try to prove it's this particular dog who is not the one who took the dump. So any message to these clowns to try to debunk this thread is, you are up against a superior IQ and you lack significance. Every attempt to discredit Ashton just makes you look more like idiots. Those aren't my words, but I do agree with them. So let's put that up there now. They could be trying to test a weapon on Doom plane. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so crack it down. You're fine. No big deal. I don't know what's going on. Let's leave like the political trolling out too. I mean, you guys can believe whatever you want, and I don't care what your politics are at all. But you know, let's just leave it for another time. So why is it non-human intelligence or non-human intelligence? There's not a lot of evidence one way or another. People can believe whatever they want, but there's not such a, I don't think there's such a big reason for this huge cover-up if it was just UFOlogy, right? If it's just a UFOs, why are we have this huge cover-up? Why are we throwing somebody in prison over it? The assets are U.S. military that are filming it. Their orbs are going Mach 3 in the air. They either got extremely lucky or it was an operation. I should add that here. We'll try to finish this up tomorrow. They're filming before the orbs even show up. The orbs are moving Mach 3, so the plane's not able to outrun them. The pattern is explained by, we're just going to say by a computer program. We're not going to say AI anymore. Fire event indicates a rescue motive. You can't attribute human motivations to a non-human intelligence, and science can explain everything that we see. So, guys, don't bring up anything about my past. If you try to bring up anything about my past, this is going to be a one and only warning. Or if you try to bring up any personal information about me, it'll be an instant ban. Instant ban. We're talking about the case in this, so let's not fight with one another as well. Let's just not fight with each other. We're all trying to solve the case here, guys. Okay. And yeah, moderators, I empower you too. If you see anyone trying to bring up personal information about me, just instantly ban them. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, they're probably just trying to make me lose my cool. It's all good, though. We're just doing a casual stream here. What is the science for the propulsion of the orbs? Check out my Salvatore Pius paper piece about high frequency field generators, or the one I was talking about earlier. So I'll show you guys. So you want to know the science checks out, I believe. I think he'll be vindicated. Salvatore Pius will. Man, this was actually a few days ago already. Here's the one for the science if you guys want to check it out. Excuse me. Check that out. Yeah, thanks a lot, Adam. Have a good night, man. We will probably be streaming again tomorrow. We had 200 concurrent viewers here, and I didn't even promote it. So thank you guys. Feel free to like the stream or subscribe if you want to follow, again. So I will say that I did monetize the YouTube today, just because I feel like that money can go to help in solving the case, can go to help upgrading the equipment so that we can get better information out there, so that I can make better videos, so that we can get that stuff out there and get these videos authenticated and seen by a lot of other people. So, and then if I do lose my job somehow over all this, then I guess I'm going to become a full-time podcaster. But for now, the only objective is to put this money back into the case and make sure that the case can be seen by everybody. So thank you guys for helping to contribute. I'm not asking anybody particularly for money. I will take YouTube's money, though, and I will take Elon Musk's money as well. And just in case people don't know, last month's JK Philly fan, before you go, I did give last month's money to JK Philly fan from Twitter, because he has contributed so much to the investigation, and I've just appreciated all the stuff that he's put in. So it's not for him I don't want him working for me or anything like that. And it's not a guarantee that I'm going to do that for anybody else in the future. I just felt like he earned it. He's been putting a lot of work in. He's one of my admins. So thank you a lot, JK Philly fan. I appreciate it, man. Okay, so check out the gravitational wave things. No, this was not debunked with a video game. Okay, you've been banned. God, man, come on, guys. Just be an adult, man. Come on, guys. I don't know, why are the people who are like trolls, like all the debunkers are just like the worst people in the world? I just don't get it, Like, you guys are just hurting your case. Like, if you're trying to make discredit the case, the last thing you should be doing is trolling in the chat. It just makes you guys look terrible. Like, the debunkers are just like the worst. I don't get it. People just like have major issues. I don't understand. Okay, let me take a quick look. I want to pull up. Yeah, of course I'd be open to a sidebar with other content creators. Yeah. I'm really busy right now, so you got to hit me up on Twitter, on the DMs, and Twitter right now is like the best place. I'm not even able to keep up with all my emails at the moment. So before we go, we are going to play this clip here that I've got. Where is it? Man, I don't even remember where I put it. Here. Put it in my quick links.
To separate him and the MH370 videos.
Hey, look, it's the guy we just showed, UAP Mike. We just showed it. Interesting enough, that podcaster actually called him out by name. Called him out by name in the podcast. And I said, I don't want to name anybody. He said, well, I just did.
Leading to a bad place.
And we just showed another picture where they were in a space together.
Okay.
He's plagiarizing.
He's plagiarizing?
Yeah, straight up. He's going, and now he's getting publicity. So I don't know if the followers are fake, but he's getting publicity. He's going on some pretty decent podcasts who are not doing their homework. So I think if there's one thing that we can do as a community is make it be known that Ashton does not own the MH370 topic. And if it's real and he gets taken down, the whole fucking video is fucked. Like, we'll never be stole. The whole.
What is that? Every single point that he has made, he stole. Who made up the fire scenario? Who figured out what time the plane was? Who figured out the location? I did on all of that stuff.
He stole. The whole fucking video is fucked. Like, we'll never be able to get to the bottom of it because of him. So we have to
We'll never be able to get to the bottom of it because of me. Is that what you guys think? I'm literally the only person trying to solve the case. Nobody in this chat here None of these people have even put forth a scenario of what's happened with this plane.
Separate Ashton from that.
This guy in the bottom right has been banned permanently twice from Twitter already since I've been doing this in the last 3 months. I already lost 2 accounts. He's on his 3rd one that's also going to get banned. We have to separate Ashton from that video. We have to separate Ashton from that video. So all I'm doing here is showing the evidence. I'm not making any statements on what I'm looking at here. But who are these people? They're the same people in here.
Video. That's just my opinion.
Interesting. Interesting.
All right. Yeah. Great points.
Great points.
I agree. Let's go to
great points.
turtle time.
Let's see.
Yeah, I agree with what Garrett had to say though. He said that he's never done a space where he's gotten more than 25 followers. The most I've ever gained in a night was 78, and that was a big fucking space. And I think it's when I had Brain and Fugle on.
Yeah, the most followers I've gained in a day is 25,000. So
the UFO hate group confessed to target.
Just wanted to post that just so people know. I mean, jealousy, I think it's definitely a little bit of jealousy, but it seems like there's a little bit more in there. That's pretty wild, right? Pretty wild. So, yeah, you can share the interview link with Diamond. You can share any of the interview links. People gatekeeping journalism, that never goes well. Don't be that. Pretty bizarre. Really, really bizarre. I really, really hope that there aren't people that are in the UAP community that are promoting those people. If you're tied to those people, it looks really, really bad. So that's the last thing I want to say tonight, because that's pretty weird, man. You'll never hear me saying anything like that as long as I live. You'll never hear me saying anything like that. Bizarre, man. Okay, guys, it was a good night. We went through a lot of evidence here. We posted some good stuff. I appreciate you coming along and watching. The point of this is for transparency and to make sure that everything we're doing is fully visible. And if people try to chop up any of my stuff, well, this is the point as well, where you can show them the whole stream and you can see the full context of everything that I'm doing. Yeah, I think that some of these people need to go outside every once in a while as well. So check out some of the interviews. Oh, so one of the other things, if somebody wants to help out, so I still need help with 2 things. I need timestamps for the Salvatore Pius interview. If anyone hasn't done it and looked through and wants to just give some, I don't even care how accurate they are, but like, this is the format they have to be in. And then you just part 1, whatever, and then just type in like what you think the description is. Like, it could be like super force, right? And it could be like, yeah, introduction, super force, or whatever it is, and I just need a few of those. Not really a huge deal. The other thing I need is a podcast compilation. So if anyone wants to go through my tweets, I've posted every podcast I've been on in my tweets, at least going back to when I did the last compilation. So maybe the last 2 or 3 weeks. If you don't mind putting one together so it just says like higher side chat, and then has a link next to it, and you want to email that to me and just do that for all of them, I would really appreciate that effort. If anyone's willing to do that, you can just email it to my MH370 MH370x at proton.me email address, and just say compilation list. Yeah, here's the link I'll send for you guys for what we just watched. So this account actually documents a lot of these people when they're doing their toxic stuff. And that's how I find a lot of this stuff as well, because there's somebody out there doing it. Pretty wild. Yeah, hey, John Doe, I'm glad that you have kind of become part of the investigation, right? Like, Kim.com is a person who's skeptical as well, but he's been swayed by the weight of the evidence, like a lot of people have been. So thank you guys for coming along. Thank you for everybody who's been here. And we're only going to get bigger at this point. So we'll do more stuff in the future. For now, I'm going to get to bed. Tomorrow, I think I have a pretty open day. I don't think I have any stuff planned. And yeah, the families deserve closure, And so also, I just want to say too, if anybody says like you're hurting the families or whatever like that, like that's obviously false sympathy. The people that say you're hurting the families probably don't care about anyone in their lives, right? They've probably never helped anybody in their whole lives. Like, this whole idea of like oh, you're hurting the families that have never got any answers. Like, that's the most dishonest thing you could possibly say. So definitely don't do that. You're going to look like a silly if you do that. So don't. The X is just, I added that because it sounds good. It can stand for Twitter, the MH370x, but it also X generally stands for like technology. Like, we're trying to figure out the science behind MH370. And that's why we have this big piece about the science. That's why I'm interviewing engineers, why I'm interviewing physicists, why I text message and have these people in my DMs, is that, we are going to understand every aspect of this. We're going to reverse engineer this technology ourselves. And thank you, Josh. Thank you, everybody who's been here tonight, everybody who's supporting. If you guys want to help, the other way you can help, if not helping with these couple things that I need as well, is just spreading the evidence. All this is pinned to my profile. I'll probably make a new version. So there's a lot of people who will say, like, what about the debris that was found, right? All you have to do is go to that pinned tweet, and then you can just copy and paste this, right? Just copy and paste this, debunking the debris. Or people say, well, crash in the South Indian Ocean, just copy and paste this, put it in Twitter, right? And just educate yourselves on it. And that way, because I want you guys to all be informed. That's how we're going to beat the disinformation campaigns. Yeah, let's effing go, guys. We'll beat the disinformation campaign because we will get the evidence out there. And every time people have questions, we'll present them with the evidence. Like, that's my plan. And that's how we're going to get this done. And then if anything happens to me, well, you guys will just pick it up. So thanks, everybody. Have a great night. And we will talk soon.